for another Dolly Works in Progress. Today I'm going to be giving you an update on the Bimong Narae I've been customizing. So this is her now. Last time you saw her she was kind of a bit yellow, more than a little bit yellow. And now she has been dyed this kind of mellow tan color. And I also airbrushed her to even out the tan a bit because it, unfortunately, after the dye bath, did end up very uneven. What happened was I didn't sand her, which was my bad. I probably should have sanded her because of her age. But my dad is plastics engineer guy, and he took a look at the results of the dye bath, and he thinks that most likely she originally had some curing issues because the way her blotches were set up, they looked very much like when you grab the doll's limb to get them out of the mold and restring them. And I had cleaned her very, very well to get rid of any skin oils, so he's thinking it was most likely a curing issue. And so yeah, she ended up more than a little bit blotchy, and you can still see some of it on her legs, especially on her thighs. But I did airbrush to even things out, and for the most part it's a lot more even now. I also gave her a face up, which I am unbelievably happy with. Might not be able to see them very well, but it's a subtle natural face with a ton of freckles. And I also blushed her chest just a little bit. I really like the detailing on it. I might insert a couple pictures into the video as well if it's not showing very good. But really, I am so beyond thrilled with how she turned out. I think she's just really a gorgeous doll. This is such a pretty, pretty color. And so still to go are going to be her wings and her wig and clothes as well. With that, I just got the feathers for her wings in. I'm going to dye them and the alpaca fiber for her wig soon. I'm going to be dyeing them a very light purple to kind of match her nails. Let's see. There we go. Because I did some slight hand blushing and gave her little purple nails as well. And so I'm going to have her big purple feathery wings. I might try to film the process of making them as well. I got the base done already. I just need to dye the feathers and put the feathers on. But it just depends on how I'm feeling. I've gotten a new job, which is really, really exciting, but it has very much eaten away into doll time, so it's kind of hard to keep up with things as well as do tutorials. I'm also going to be making this girl some clothes, or sort of. I did buy some minifee clothes for her because I'm an idiot and didn't realize that the size is just off enough. Like the measurements are similar enough that you go, oh yeah, that'll fit, that'll definitely fit. It won't fit. So I had bought this cute pair of green shorts, and I had also bought a plaid and red dress for her. And neither of those really fit at all. Her torso is a lot longer than a minifee, so the dress ended up being just a blouse, even though it did fit otherwise. I just decided I wasn't happy with it. So the dress I'm going to tailor down to the size of one of my tinies, just because I think it looks, color-wise, looks really amazing with her resin. And the shorts, actually, what I'm doing is I am adding floral panels. So I'm adding these floral panels to the side to kind of get the size up so it'll fit her better. And I'm also going to find more fabric like this and give them pockets as well to add a little bit of interest instead of this just straight line. And probably do belt loops as well just to add a little uniformity and also to be able to cinch it down to the size of her waist pretty easily. I think that will work really well with the general aesthetic of her. One moment, I will put on half the short that I have done. It kind of shows maybe. I think it will fit a lot better. It might end up needing a little more taking in the waist itself. I decided to put both the legs on first to see how that goes. But color-wise, I think it works really well. Then I'm also probably going to make her a loose off-shoulder top in gray with maybe a little bit of lace or something, just to kind of get something going on there, give her a little bit of a printed tee. And just, I think that'll be nice, kind of basic set of clothes until I figure out if I want to get her more or if I just kind of want her to stand on the side and look cute. Her posability, I think I'm going to need to get new string for her because her posability did reduce after I restrung her after the dye and painting her and sueding her, ironically. I'm like, okay, why did the posability reduce after that? Actually, I had to pick out the sueding from her hip joints because I realized that it pushed them out just enough to kind of kick things around a bit, so it ruined her center of gravity somehow. It was really weird. Don't quite get why it happened, but basically might not want to necessarily suede the hip joints on these girls. But I did suede the torso on the inside there. I just used a little hot glue in order to avoid chipping on her airbrushed bits. And I think I sueded her neck as well. Maybe, I don't remember. While we're here though, I'll just give you another look at her face. I do need to find eyes for her as well. I hate eye shopping. I really, really hate it. I'm awful at it. I just can't decide. I can't visualize them in the doll themselves. And by the time I actually find a pair of eyes I like and put them in the doll, I hate them. I'm just not happy with them. So I've been having trouble with trying to figure out what sort of eyes I want to get for her. But what I did do is I did make her a new tooth part because her old one was yellowed beyond repair. I'd rather her not look like a smoker. So what I did, let me get this out of there. I use a little bit of kneadable eraser to stick things in my heads because I really don't like the texture of blue tack. So I just use kneadable eraser instead. It works really well. But what I did was I took some white Fimo and I just rolled it into a ball and kind of crammed it into her mouth area. And then I used a sewing needle. Please focus. What I did was I used a sewing needle to carve in some teeth and a general tongue shape. And then afterwards all you have to do is seal it and then put a little bit of paint or pastels in the gloss to get that tongue color. And it looks awful outside of the head. It looks absolutely horrible and not like a good tooth part. But as soon as you put it inside the doll, it ends up looking really, really fantastic. So if it'll even show up. Because of course nothing's showing on camera today. You're just gonna have to take my word for it. But yeah, so I'm really happy with how this girl's been going. I do still have to get her eyes and then finish doing her wings and wig and clothes. But as a whole, she's coming really close to completion and I'm really, really excited about it. I'm really happy to see this project pull together and kind of see where she goes. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. And I'll probably do another update and also link a formal photo shoot for this girl once I'm actually finished. Thank you again. Have a great rest of your day, guys.